Today we went to Disneyland.
Disney.
We caught this special Disney train. It was like a monorail
With Mickey Mouse ears.
with Mickey Mouse ear handles. It was a bit wet at the start,
Perfect Disney weather.
but we pulled up at the station and got into Disneyland and started photos. It was greeted by Minnie Mouse, and it was a huge place, lots of shops. There was a band playing for us, there was a lolly shop, lots of different gifts and ideas, and there's the castle, the Disney castle. And there's Winnie the Pooh. That was one of our first rides. We jumped on these pots of honey. The lineup was quite a while, but we got there eventually. It started off with lots of cool things. Then it just went really weird. Like Winnie the Pooh was just on drugs. I don't know how it came about, but that's just how it was. Anyway, we went out and there's this stir crazy. The girls wanted to go on these teacups.
Oh,
It was the Mad Hatters
Never
teacups.
great
And it was like, woo!
Nope,
The
never
girls
again.
was trying to go as fast as we can.
We offered for you guys.
I was so dizzy. I think I felt pretty cooked. Look at poor mum.
Poor mum there.
She was struggling. But it was easy. I was trying to slow it down for mum, but that wasn't working. Then we went to this place called The Small World After All, and they played the song over and over again
and
in like
over,
8 different
over,
languages,
and
and it just
over.
kept going with these. It's a small world after all. It was pretty cool, but it just went for a very long time. Anyway, so we went back into the castle. If you ever wonder what's in the castle, it's this. There's a jewelry shop, and there was a bunch of other stuff, and then there was like lots of princesses. You catch this elevator and you go upstairs and you see all these different princesses. It was actually quite beautiful. And then we get this photo opportunity on the throne, and you get to try out the glass slipper. And then we went to the Seven Dwarfs. There was a Seven Dwarfs Snow White ride.
Snow White, not called Seven Dwarfs. Didn't make sense at all.
Yeah, no, Seven Dwarfs
It
was
was a bit dark.
I just went crazy. And then we went to the Haunted Mansion, which has stood there for a while.
I like this
There was a terrified baby.
It was actually really good. You could see all these ghosts, but it was really dark, so the filming didn't really work too well, but there was all these ghosts everywhere. Then Raya wanted this popcorn, and she picked this Monsters Inc., where it had all these different doors, and they gave you a big bag of popcorn. Then we wandered around. There was lots of little towns, like Toontown, Me Town, I don't know, all sorts of towns. And you get to meet the different things. There was these different creatures. There was the Go Coaster. We all jumped on the Go Coaster.
That was fun.
That was
That was
pretty easy. Mum,
Girls are fun.
it was a bit, I think we're a bit too old for that one. We needed
That one's
something.
perfect.
We needed something with a little bit more oomph, which we did later on. But it was a good start to things. It's probably for little children. Then we went to this thing. It was like a 4D kind of show, the Star Wars.
That one was so good.
No one watches Star Wars, but I was the only one who got anything. We had to put on these cool glasses. And that was pretty cool. I couldn't film anything in there, obviously. Then it started to rain, so we bought these really overpriced raincoats.
Which we brought home with us.
Yeah, of
when it
course, it
rained.
cost so much. Then we went to this, what was it? It was Pirates of the Caribbean. And it was a little boat ride. We got to see Jack Sparrows. Then there was this jungle cruise, and you got
I feel
on
like
these
you've
boats.
missed the Pinocchio one. Remember the Lost Boys? That was also a bit dark.
Oh yeah, I don't think I filmed too much of that. And you just kind of drove around on these boats. Well, they drove around on these boats, and we got to see lots of these fake
You don't
animals.
speak Japanese though.
Yeah, so she was talking to us all in Japanese, so we just laughed
the
when
gist.
everybody else laughed.
Yeah.
It was really pretty. There was lots of these I don't know how they get these elephants to do that. Anyway, there was a western town where you get to shoot things. And obviously the girls could not shoot at
We
all.
suck.
Dad did really well.
Yeah, I'm good at shooting.
Yeah.
And then we went to this, it's like the Rapid Torrents, and it was like this train ride It was good.
That
It
was
was
a great
like, it was
was a
super fast. You think it's almost finished, and then it goes again. Then it goes again, then it goes again.
Just
It
keeps
went,
going.
and it was some parts was really dark. But then there was Beauty and the Beast show. We waited
my
in line
favourite.
for ages,
No,
but
25 minutes.
was it?
Yeah.
It felt like forever.
Not-
Everybody's always waving to you. You're on these little teacups, and you kind of just
This one was really beautiful.
you kind of dance around, and there's the Beast, and there's Chad. Just look at him, the prince, the sad
Just a
boy.
sad boy.
And you just kind of dance around. Well, they kind of put you in these.
It was really
teacups and you
pretty.
dance. Yeah, it was. It was like a big ball. Then there was this ride that we didn't go on, but everybody was dancing all the time. It was pretty cool. At the end of the night, they had this big laser light show. Went for 15, 20 minutes.
Way
I
too
had my
long.
arm up, and by then, after like 4 minutes, I was like, "Yep, all right,
Yeah,
that's done."
get the
We're
gist.
done.
So we kind of went, let's get out of here. We've been here for like 8
Bye-bye,
hours. Everybody's
Disney.
bye-bye.
Everybody's waving
See ya.
goodbye.
Everybody's really always waving with you and good night.
Stop